Remember, it's all about the Rangers.
Well, hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Joining myself, Fox, here on the panel this evening is the one and only Bridgeman and our own Ricky Fulton in person there. Mount Vernon. How we doing, gentlemen?
Good evening.
Ricky Fulton.
You're as bad as Blue Shadow, by the way.
Blue Shadow just PM me.
Don't know what to say. Can I just say a big good evening to the boys in the panel here, and the boys in all the boys in the lobby, and girls, of course, and to all the Rangers fans all over the world. Good evening, and welcome to Rangers Radio.
How we doing, Bridge? We don't need to ask what you had for your dinner last night. We all know.
No, we had mince and tatties last night, and very happy. Sorry if I interrupted anybody's thoughts with that.
No, it's just that some of the homeless that can't get fed listen to the show occasionally. They could hear you eating.
Sorry if I made MD jealous in as well. But,
Mount Vernon,
yes.
how are you, mate?
Brilliant.
You thawed out?
Oh, mate, it was Baltic. It was absolutely Baltic. So it was a good day out, mate. Good day out, but it was honestly, mate. It was. I think it was about. I think one of the boys were saying it was about -3 or 4. I think, man, it was. Oh, I could feel it, man. It was absolutely freezing, but it certainly warmed me up with the performance on the pitch, mate. And fantastic performance, mate.
Who stood out for you, mate?
I thought Docherty stood out for me again, mate. I thought his quality was absolutely outstanding. Again, Goss's quality at the free kick as well. Just generally a great team performance, mate. Again, I thought Morelos again up front as well caused absolute havoc. Just a good all round performance. Very, very pleasing, mate. Very, very pleasing.
I said last night, Mount. Sometimes I thought we played quicker and maybe arguably better on Saturday, but we scored 4 goals last night on bad conditions. So that's 4 different players, sign a good team.
Definitely, mate. I said it Friday's show, mate. I think if we can get the attitude right, there's no team in this league that we can't defeat, mate. It's about attitude and about commitment, and if we can show that we can apply ourselves on the park, then the quality will shine through, mate. And I thought that was very evident. The quality of the goals last night and the quality of defending. I thought the only criticism I could have had was maybe I thought the defending at their goal was slightly inept, but again, that's me being hypercritical.
Wasn't brilliant, but there was a couple maybe incidents you could have picked out there. I mean, maybe sometimes you get a free kick, but I think we'd switched half mount, if I'm being really honest.
Aye, mate. I think it's that's fair, mate. I think, to be honest with you, it's I think Murty said that. I know you're maybe going to hear from Murty, but Murty's just said that in his press conference. That
Mr. Murty, if you don't mind.
I do apologise, sir.
Or Graham Murty.
Mr. Murty, then, should I say?
Mr. Murty is the Rangers manager.
No, I just thought the foot came off the gas a wee bit in the last 30, but which is understandable considering the scoreline. And
a wee bit annoying because you want to drive his own, and you're always saying score more goals for the fans up there, goal difference, send out a message, all these things, but sometimes football just doesn't happen like that, you know.
Aye, it's one of the things, and I'll be honest again. I have to mention it as well. I thought the support again was absolutely outstanding considering the conditions.
Was there any St Johnstone supporters there apart from that handful in that storm, mate?
Aye, mate. Again, the Bears are all clambering for tickets, for these type of games, and they've got half empty stands. You know what I mean? It really is. It really bemuses me a wee bit, but no, I mean it's one of these situations, and also where common sense surely would approach. If we could get another stand, there'd be another 4,000 or 5,000 Bears up there for them, to get the blue pounds off it. But it's one of the ones, isn't it? It's just one of the ones.
Madness. It's marketing the game and television. Better atmosphere, looks better, mate.
Yeah.
You get some draws in the English Premiership, but sometimes the grounds are full. It makes the game look different,
Absolutely.
All right, I'll give you how I seen the game in reflection, and then we can join in, and then people can join us. And what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at rangersradio.online, where Fox will bring in, you can join the panel. We'd be really interested here in people who haven't phoned the show before, maybe get their thoughts on how the momentum's gone our way. So for me, we started okay, nothing spectacular. Playing away, they pushed the first 5 minutes, and then when we started passing the ball after about maybe 5 minutes, if that, we passed the ball, we were pulling them from side to side, and the movement was good, and it just looked a matter of time before we scored. A ball through to Morales. I can't even remember who played the ball through. Can you remember, Bridge? Was it a long ball? A long ball. It was a long ball. Morales went through, sort of dicked it around the goalie, and broke down.
Gosh,
that's the man.
Was that not Goss? Was that not a Goss one that just pushed it through?
You take the mic out of me?
No.
Fox has just said that.
You nothing.
So, penalty kick, Stonewaller for me, brought him down. I think the rules saying, we talked about this briefly last night, I think it's you don't get penalised 3 times, double jeopardy, triple jeopardy, whatever you want. You get a penalty, you book the player, but you don't send him off now. That's the directive, is that correct?
Yes. I think I think if it was outside the box, I think the decision would have been different, mate. I think it would have been a straight red card for the goalkeeper, but
yeah, because you gave the penalty kick.
Yeah. I tend to actually think that's. I know this will be a bit a weird one to say on Rangers radio, but I actually tend to think that's quite a sensible decision, because I think that could have spoiled the game as a spectacle, mate. If that would have happened, I can understand sometimes when it's like obvious goals.
I'm comfortable with it, mate, as long as we get treated the same if it happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I think it's a sensible rule, mate. It's just my opinion. Certainly, I think it's just a sensible rule, and I think something they've actually maybe football authorities insensible that you wouldn't think the 2 sentences, but it's one of the ones,
We got the penalty, and I've got to say, Bridgeman, Welsh put away by Old Taman here again.
Oh, brilliant! Yes, absolutely, no problem at all. By the way, I have to comment and say that he's been, that's 2 games now he's been captain, and he's shown it too, isn't he? You see him talking to people all the time now, and of course he took that penalty, and a good rush as well at the free kick, because he was saying it was going as if he was going to take it, and Goss just slipped it in the corner. Fantastic! He's doing well.
I agree, mate. I agree. Yeah. So we got the goal, and that seemed to calm us down. Yeah. And then we scored an absolute worldie, whether we like it or no. The movement, the pass, it came for the goalkeeper throwing it out. I believe 9 of our players touched the ball before a tremendous pass for Greg Docherty. Through to Windass, 1 touch in the back of the net, yeah? Great goal, Bridgeman.
Fabulous goal. These movements are just, I have to say this. I remember there was a goal, couple of goals at that mob for the other side of the city scored, and there was multiple passes involved, and they were raving about them for a long time. And the likes of that goal there, and the goal that the boy Murphy scored at the weekend, to me, these are just wonderful to watch, absolutely wonderful. And some of these goals, that free kick that boy Goss took last night was just exquisite, just exquisite.
We've not got to that yet.
Okay. Sorry, I'm so
we're talking about the second goal. Second goal. Yeah, Windass's goal. Did you realise at the game, Mount, that 9 players had touched the ball?
I was in the opposite side. I was in the north stand, and it was the biggest thing for me where I was standing. I thought Josh Windass was offside for some reason. I don't know why.
I could see how it could look on that Mount. He wasn't, mate. It was just he was coming in, they were coming in. It was a perfectly weighted pass by the boy Docherty.
Yeah. I just thought the quality was to be behold. I thought our passing play, and I thought I know Bridgeman touched on Goss there. I thought the tempo and the intensity of the play was fantastically well controlled by Goss and Docherty. I thought the timing of the runs and timing of the passing was done. I thought Goss was pinging balls. I mean, firing balls across the park. You know, I just thought the quality that young man's got is second to none, and the quality of finish again for Josh. The way the timing on the ball for young Greg, and Josh's quality finish, I just thought was absolutely fantastic. Just a great team goal, and it's we had a great team goal on Saturday as well, mate. So it's real positive stuff for us, I think.
Yep. So we moved on. Kept past the ball. What the name about the part they never offered in. And then we get to the third goal. Bob through, Jamie Murphy running through, fouled. Seen it again. It's not the worst foul in the world, but he's running at pace, so it doesn't take a lot to make him go down. Yep. We get the free kick, edge of the box. You're thinking, bit close maybe, but what a finish by Goss, Bridgeman.
Class. We spoke about him last night for a while, and really, you can't say enough about the boy. The boy has got class, sheer class, written all over him, and he's got that gallus about him. I just love it.
Works hard, can pass the ball, doesn't he?
Correct. What he's got on the pitch, the way he's been playing up to now, and if he keeps going like he's got presence on the pitch. When the opposition come out onto that park, or even before they get to the park and they know he's playing, they're going to watch it for him, because that boy can do it. You can see the way he could just stop the ball dead easy, just stop it, turn, swivel, you name it. He can do everything, and he could send the man away the wrong way. And he's putting some weight behind his tackles now.
Keeps it easy, simple, mate. Keeps it simple and makes passes, makes it happen. Obviously scoring the odd goal, assists, etc. I mean, I'm not saying he's at this level, but there's similarities about Perlo plays, because God, did he make the game look easy? And Goss has got a habit of doing that as well, man.
Yeah, mate. The boy is different beans, to be honest with you. For me, I think his range of passion, his passing, his range of understanding the game, what's ahead of him. He just looks. I think I don't know if it was yourself, but I know one of the boys on here always says that good players always look like they've got time in the ball, and I think that's what Sean Goss brings to us. He really brings that type of thing. I thought the finish, I thought the free kick again was absolute quality, to get it up and down, to get the swerve on the ball, to get it up and down over that wall. I thought was absolutely classy, classy stuff, and that young man's becoming a good player for us, mate.
Oh, good day player since he walked in the door, considering how they played. Yep. And then there was another big talking point in the first half. I don't want to labour on the point, Bridge, but I think it was a red card when the boy kicked out Bates off the ball, mate.
Absolutely.
I don't want to labour on it, but should have been a red card
for me.
Yeah, because it's violent conduct as far as I'm concerned. So it's a red card.
How can you give a yellow card for somebody swinging a boot at somebody?
Yeah, Mount, did you see that in the game? Or?
I didn't see it. I seen it after the game. But I think what summed that up for me was St Johnstone's Twitter. They were live tweeting from the game, and I think they were I think the words were he was very, very lucky to stay on the pitch. So I think I think it was again very, very harsh again on us, to be honest with you. I thought.
Yeah, I agree, mate. So then came out half time, we're 3-0 up, and you're thinking, how's this going to go? We start playing. The first few minutes they're huffing and puffing, but no any great danger. And then in 56 minutes we get a goal. It comes in for the right. And Morelos with a cheeky finish, Mount, 4-0 up.
Yeah, mate. I again just another quality bit of play. Down, I think it was Candias. It was down right wing, I think. Yeah. And Morelos' finish again, another acute angle, but again really intelligent finish. It was you'd be I think I'd be disappointed if that was our goalkeeper, but again that's no our problem. Morelos again, absolute handful, and he again thoroughly deserved his goal. Another top performance for him.
Bridgeman,
100%, pal. And Morelos, you can see as Mount said, you can see that boy's got all the qualities. These teams who allegedly have been looking at him, you could see what they're seeing. And we even spoke about it a wee bit last night. He won't let anything get him down too much, or he appears that way now. And that when he scored that goal with his head and he started dancing, I felt so happy for him. So happy. That was just great. I felt like getting up and dancing with him.
Right in front of me, Bridgeman. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Just amazing.
Yeah, cheeky wee finish. I felt the goal could have done better, but then you could say that about a lot of goals, really, couldn't you? You know.
Well, we say it a lot about our own goalkeeper, don't we?
You need to be nuts to play in goals, Bridge, don't you?
A bit daft.
Explains a lot with Ibrox Loyal then, doesn't it?
Oh, you can think that, man. I wouldn't possibly comment on that, you know.
Absolutely.
Sure,
you see that boy, gosh, we were speaking to the boy in midfield. When do you ever see decent midfielders? You don't see them very often in your lifetime. You might see half a dozen, and Mr. Goss is one. So I thank the Lord, for instance, that we'll be able to see a real quality young boy, 22-year-old. My goodness gracious. He's going to be great. Absolutely.
He's got potential, mate. I mean, I don't know where it'll take him, but the boy's a player, mate.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sceptical of bumming people up because we've done it in the past because we're so desperate for success, and he just looks a class act. But moving back to the game, we started thinking about substitutions. We took Candias off to give Jason Cummings a run out. Don't think it really worked, but I can see the sense in it. That was my point on Sunday. You don't know how a game's going to go when you make substitutions. Saturday, should I say. And Alves come on for... can't remember who he came on for.
Jamie Murphy,
when he got injured. That was a slick at foul, that was, mate, and that boy had done it a couple of times. And
that was
potentially.
Really and truly. That's riddled all the way through. The opposition teams that we come up against, really and truly, the snidey moves.
But the game after they scored in 62 minutes, the game just petered out, mate. Really, the referee should have blew up after they scored and said, right, that's it, everybody can get home now. You think you might have been happy with that in the game,
aye, mate. I would have been doing the went off an hour earlier, to be honest with you, mate. But I think that, again, I didn't want to labour the point, but again, it's slightly difficult when you're at a match to sort of, fully see the decisions and, see if the referee had a good game. But again, I thought, is it McLean, the referee McLean? I thought he was very disappointing, mate, considering it was the boy in the first half with the kick out.
Red card, mate.
Yeah,
it was deliberate, mate. I mean, there was no...
Bates, I think it was on it. It was on Bates, yeah.
I mean, he was never going to kill him or scar him for life, but he kicked him in...
Violent conduct.
Red card, mate. Yeah. Oh, every day of the week. Why he's a yellow, I don't know.
Yeah. The other thing as well, I thought just the persistent fouling some of these St Johnstone players was incredible, and the fouls he was getting... I seen this morning on social media, the boy, literally a dive, the boy had against us as well, and again another yellow card. I just think the referees in this country are just not very good, to be honest with you. I mean, he was beaten as well. Right.
Anyway, if people want to join us,
it's
014. I couldn't hear you. Sorry,
Mount. You're no Mount. You're Bridge.
I couldn't hear you there, mate.
I couldn't hear him saying...
What's the number, Mount?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
You can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online. Just contact Fox and he'll bring them in. Dead easy.
It'd be really great to hear from some first-time callers. But we've been joined by somebody who isn't a first-time caller this evening. Evening, Ulster.
Hello.
How we doing, mate?
Doing very well, thanks. Hope you are all keeping safe in the snowy Glasgow and different parts of the UK.
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. I'm fine.
Hope you're well, big man.
I'm doing well.
Give your thoughts on the game, big man.
Another good professional performance by a Rangers side. I think on Saturday that was the first real time. I know we played some good football, but Saturday was the most consistent game of football for me, the one I've enjoyed the best, and then we carried that form into St Johnstone away, which is a cold out, bitter night. I'm sure Mount can vouch for that. He was there. But we could have easily, because we know West St John's are a hard-out team. They've got points against the top sides this season. I know they've been beat by the bottom sides, but they can defend at times. They've proved that this season and disrupt teams. But I thought that from the start to finish, we totally outplayed them, especially once we got the penalty. And obviously the second goal, which was magnificent. I think we'll all agree on that. Windass's goal, Duckley's ball through. And then we just blew them away from there. Obviously, a few changes. Second half, I thought that sort of leveled out a wee bit. We didn't really do much after that, but we didn't really need to because we'd won the game quite easily in the first 50 minutes. So I think we're starting to go places finally. It took 6 years, but I think we can see wee glimpses of a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, who was the main players for you last night, Ulster?
Main players or player?
Plural.
I would say our front four, first of all fantastic. They work really, really well together. I think our fullbacks, well, Tavernier was playing his good game. Holiday, for me, just a wee bit of a weakness there, to be honest. But I don't want to give him too much stick because he hasn't played much.
No, he's not played a lot, has he?
No, he hasn't played much. Exactly, yeah. So we'll be fair to the guy. But he didn't do much wrong either, to be fair. I couldn't highlight any major issues with him. I'll say the defence done pretty well. But apart from that corner, but all teams around the world can concede goals from corners. But I thought it was a really good performance. But for me, I think, our forward four and our two in the middle are really, really key to we play. Especially Candias, because I think when we took him off, a lot of our game, good play sort of stopped him there. So I think that sort of proves how important he is to our side.
Yep. Well, comment, mate. We've also been joined by Rudy Bear. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, gents. How we doing? How's it going?
How we doing, mate? All right?
It snowed in a wee bit, but apart from that, fine, aye.
Oh, well. You just need to make the most of it, mate.
That's it. I maybe have to crack open a nice bottle of malt.
All right.
I was going to say it, Rudy, as long as you got your drink before it all happened.
Oh, aye, that's sorted. That's sorted, Ulster. That's always.
If he didn't, he'd be sending somebody out for it.
Probably Mrs. Rudy.
You just see Christmas morning. Oh, they're lovely snow boots you got with Rudy. You never know when you'll need them.
Brilliant. Tell her to get the welly boots on,
Take it she's not listening.
No, she's not. No. And if she listens in later on, like she often does, I'll blame you. I'll say it was Oxy's fault.
Again.
Yeah.
Here's your thoughts on the game, Rudy.
I thought it was a smashing sort of first half, especially. 3-0 up and that's it. Game's over, isn't it? Very professional, tricky night, Slippy Park. The big sort of strong team, they don't think that they make it easy for teams, St Johnstone. But we dealt with them really professionally. Half time more or less the game's over with. But the fourth goal goes in, that's it. It's like you said last night, you could have stopped it after that, I just thought roll on to the cup game at the weekend. That's 5 wins in a trot now. Nobody's done 5 wins in a trot for God knows how long.
I think Denver might be in the call, Rudy. I don't know if we've got with. Come back to. Are you with us, Denver, or are you not? I don't think he is. Carry on, Rudy.
Aye, so it's a very professional performance. 5 games in a trot now, winning. Nobody's done that for ages, but Graham Murray seems to have the players playing for him. They really do want to. And some of the football we've played in the last few games, the amount of goals we've scored as well, and some of the football that we've been playing has been absolutely fantastic to watch. It's like a proper you're watching a proper Rangers team playing now, Graham Murray's had some fantastic results, you can go back to. I know we've been disappointed with some of them, forgetting the first half of the season, since Graham Murray's taken over. I think I saw somewhere, possibly last night, or it might have been this morning, he's won more points since he's taken over than any other manager in the league or something like that, I don't know, maybe somebody can verify that. I don't know if that's the case or not, but he certainly seems to have the players playing for him. great style of football. As I said, looks like a proper Rangers team now. They're getting it there and scoring, a barrel load of goals so far. All right. I mean, it was 2 against Hearts, but really it could have been anything if Josh Windass and Alfredo had their shooting boots on. It could have been anything they wanted it to be. And big mention to McLaughlin, the Hearts boy, the goalie. He had a good day as well. He's pulled off some great saves. But to go up to St Johnstone, and I mean, Mount was there, so he'll know how cold and that it was. That part looked really slippy, didn't look in the greatest of condition. Really professional performance, 3-0 by half time, and then 4-1 at the end. As I said last night, I'd take that every day of the week, And some of the performances as well, the likes of Goss and that, and the Greg Docherty. James Tavernier, I thought, played well. Wee Morelos up front.
Oh, you're breaking up, Rudy. You're breaking up, mate.
All right, mate. I'll shut up.
I don't mind you talking, but just that you're breaking up, mate. And your comments are spot on for me, mate. Yeah, some great individual performances. Front to middle, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought wee Morelos battled away like mad all night. Fully deserved his goal. He's stocky, he's strong. He holds defenders off. Big centre backs, he doesn't mind battling with them. He holds the ball up really well, brings other players into the game, and he had a great game. I thought, great game.
Very skillful player, isn't he? Even on the ground, very skillful.
I like the fact as well, Bridget. He's running about chasing lost causes all the time. Sometimes you think boy's getting away from there, but he's after it. He puts a power of work in. He really does. Cracking wee player.
Not scared of doing the teamwork neither, Rudy, yeah?
No, and that's what it's all about. He looks like a real team player. I think he's here now for the season, isn't he? Doesn't look like he's going anywhere, unless... What have we got up to tomorrow? Is it tomorrow, Thursday, isn't it?
That's it, the night, mate. Was it the night?
Oh, is it the night? Mount, right, okay, aye. So there you go. So he's there for the rest of the season now. So that's a big statement by Rangers, isn't it? If,
you got to watch with these Chinese teams. They come in for your player, then half an hour later they want another one.
That's a big statement by the club, though. If rumours are to be believed, you were talking somewhere around about the 11 million mark was the last bid for him. So if that's the case, it's a big statement to knock that amount of money back. They're basically saying, no, we want this boy here because we've got plans. Remains to be seen what happens in the summer with him, though. If he keeps banging in the goals the way he is, somebody comes up for down south here, you could be talking about 14, 15 million, couldn't you? So we'll wait and see. But I'm glad he's here now for the season anyway to see how we get on.
All right, mate. We've also been joined by Ibrox Loyal, who sneaked in the boys' gate. Evening, Ibrox.
Evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Ibrox.
How you doing,
Ibrox.
Hi, Ibrox. How's the homework going, mate?
It's not going too well, mate. I've been struggling, if I'm being honest with you.
But I told you not to give him that 4 times table. He wasn't ready for it.
Man's a shocker, by the way. I have to say it. Man's a shocker.
I want to get a bath tutor, mate. That's the thing it would to be.
Oh, I told you, Bridge. Told you. One step at a time. How are you, Ibrox? All right,
I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well.
Some, wouldn't you?
Apart from this, no, mate. It's rather doing my head in, if I'm being honest with you. But
that's what happens when you can't travel across the city to see your beloved Bridge, innit?
Oh, I'll tell you what. See when
you can say that, mate. I can't say that.
A wee while. Out of sight, out of mind, it should be, but no. If you've got to that stage where it's grabbing, oh dear, you're in trouble, boy. You're in trouble.
Have you asked her the difference between snowmen and snowwomen, Ibrox?
I've no, mate. No.
Snowballs.
Oh, well. That's better than mine for last night, mate. I'll give you that. It was better than mine for last night.
The Loch Ness Monster like that wasn't bad.
That's fine.
That was a talking point, wasn't it, Bridge?
Absolutely.
Anyway, Ibrox, enough about your love life. Here's your thoughts on the game. Here's your how you seen it. Who pleased you? Any room for improvement, or were you just happy with the result, the conditions, and you move on?
No, it was a great result, mate. Let's be honest. We continued after where we finished on Saturday. For me, Goss, as I said last night, the boys just turned out to be an absolute genius. I know it's maybe a bit early to start using words like that, but I just see something very special in him. He's very articulate with the things that he does in the park. He can do very good short passes, very good long passes. He's got a great finish for the dead ball for free kicks. So I think he really impressed me. The young boy Docherty, again, another outstanding match. He's got everything in the bag. Listening to his press conference after the game, and you could hear it in his voice how absolutely delighted that young man is to be in our team, and he feels honoured every time he pulls on the jersey. And you can hear it in his voice. It's not just one of the people that's saying it for the sake of saying it. He says it because he means it, and you can see it in his face and his performances on the park that he loves being to our club every single second that he's there. And again, Jamie Murphy, before he went half injured, mate, did very well. Continues to impress me very much. And if we continue like that, well, hopefully, cup game on Sunday, and then when we play that unmentionables mob the following week, I think we could give them something that they're not expecting, and take the 3 points. So looking forward to the games as well.
Speaking about the game against them, I noticed that that guy, who's the Swedish guy that gets sent off at the weekend, Lustig. I see his band's been moved, so he was to miss the first game, which was against Dundee, and now he's going to miss the first league game, which is against the Rangers. So there you go.
There you go. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for us, mate.
Well, you know, the way he's been playing, I think is a bad thing.
The way Murphy's been playing, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, so, well done, Ibrox. Pretty good summing up on the game. If people want to join us and give their thoughts, what's the number, Ibrox?
It's 0141 356 1972.
And where can they phone when they're based in Ulster?
Well, I didn't even get that, sorry. That's gone over me.
What number can they phone in from Ulster if they're based in Ulster?
All right, sorry. 01413561970.
Oh, he's learning. Or you can join us at rangersradio.online where Fox will bring you in. How are we doing, Fox?
I'm tucked up for the winter, mate. Tucked up for the winter.
I believe you got delivery of tins a day, any truth in this?
Oh, no, I've got more tins, mate, than Sally Ann, mate. But if the weather keeps up, mate, I'll be up the Cathkin Braes shooting a couple of moose. I've already laid out a couple of bear traps attached to the washing poles. I thought I had a sniffy of fox last night. See this? You used to complain to me.
It's a well-said fox in this sniff.
You used to complain to me. Me and Hoot, we watch Edge of Alaska and all that. We know how to cope, mate, with the weather.
Well, talking about people know how to cope with the weather, but we've been joined by Denver. How are we doing, Denver?
You know, all right, guys, you got a couple of inches of snow and you're all whining earlier, man. What's that all about?
Excuse me, it was 2 inches of snow over here.
You ought to see all Bishop Briggs, mate.
Wow, 3 inches, man, wow.
Quins was shot in Bishop Briggs, mate.
The what? What was that?
The pub was shot in Bishop Briggs.
Was there? Oh, they'll not shut Freestone anyway, that's for sure. Anyway, about the game last night, guys. We're all happy with that, eh?
Good result, mate. Good result. Great goals, mate.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I watched it. Got home at 9 o'clock last night, 4 o'clock in the morning, your time. You guys would all be teddy bears up by the time I was watching it.
No, Fox would have been watching in Alaska, one of his Alaskan programmes at that time.
That's right, aye.
I'll give his number. I'll give his number. Just phone him when you get home, mate. He'll speak to you.
That's right, aye. Good stuff. You know what? I take my hat off to I know that the park wasn't in great condition, but I take my hat off to the ground staff up at Perth last night. You know what? That was good. They got that game on, and that was the main thing for us. It gives us a bit of momentum, you know.
Are you pleased, Denver, why things are going?
Oh, delighted, man. You know, just just to watch the football we are playing, and it's incisive, it's cutting, it's really great to watch. If you'd think it was only a couple of months ago we were like, we were wishing the season was ended, man. Delighted with the play we're playing.
Who's impressing you, Denver?
The big guy Goss. He's just like a big ghost there, man. It reminds me of that left foot of Davy Smith. Back in the day. I said to
obviously, your dad told you you're not old enough. You're not old enough to remember Davy Smith.
Aye. 62-year-old, my man. 62. So I know Dave Smith just fine, Aye, it was good stuff though. Good to watch. The only complaint I've got about last night, and it's not about the team, it's about the manager. They say Murphy was kicked up and down, and then the manager came out and said it's all part of the game. He's going to take some roughhousing. I don't agree with that at all. That's the only downside for me for last night.
I've not actually heard Graham Murray's interview, but that's a great gives a great lead into hearing from him, and if that's true, we'll debate it after it. So if you don't mind, lads, go on mute, and we'll hear from your manager, Mr. Graham.
I've not got that.
What have you been doing all day?
I've been starting up for winter.
You've not been out.
He's been chopping up.
He's been shooting moose.
They better trap on set himself, by the way.
After Fox finds the Graham Murray interview, we'll hear from Graham Murray, but before then we can carry on talking to Denver.
How to survive.
Moose are a protected species out here, Fridge. Can't shoot they guys, man. You get big time in the jail.
No, you can't shoot them here either, truth be told. But if you got some bear traps or moose traps you can send over to Fox.
We've got all that. We've got the snowshoes and everything for Fox. They're heading his way right now, boys.
Thank you.
Covered my big toe and everything today when I walked outside.
Paul Broxy
Teddy sent him up. Denver, I forgot. Denver, I made a mistake. It's actually tinned moosey once. Can you send some tins over?
All right, okay.
Broxy Teddy sent him up 2 old tennis rackets today and told him they were snowshoes.
Tie them around your feet.
Was it the wooden ones or was it the metal ones?
Oh, wooden ones. They were Broxy's old ones.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Excuse me.
I watched the game last night. In that last 20 minutes, you know yourself. We all know, having played football in Scotland. Once that last 20 minutes, all you're wanting to do is get in that shower at the end of the game, and I think that's what happened last night. The game's won. The game's 4-1. We're done, and all you're thinking about shower and get home.
We're ready for the manager. We'll play that. I think, but
yep, I'm here, mate. I just done a bridge here. If you don't mind going on mute, let's hear from our manager, Mr. What's his name, Mount?
Mr. Graham Murray, right. The Rangers manager.
Graham, just how satisfied were you with that performance and result?
I was satisfied. I was satisfied with some of our play. I was satisfied with the way that we dealt with the threats overall, albeit I would have liked a clean sheet. But the changing room in there are a little bit down, a little bit flat, because they thought that the last 30 minutes weren't of the required standard. They want to do better, and they're a little bit moany, which is quite interesting. But for me, I would have taken 4-1. I'd have snapped your hand off before we came here, but I thought that the professionalism and the quality of the performance at times was very, very good. I thought that the fourth goal kind of took our foot off the pedal a little bit, but overall delighted that we came here.
Graham, just how satisfied were you with that performance and result?
I was satisfied. I was satisfied with some of our play. I was satisfied with the way that we dealt with the threats overall, albeit I would have liked a clean sheet. But the changing room in there are a little bit down, they're a little bit flat, because they thought that the last 30 minutes weren't of the required standard. They want to do better, and they're a little bit moany, which is quite interesting. But for me, I would have taken 4-1. I'd have snapped your hand off before we came here. But I thought that the professionalism and the quality of the performance at times was very, very good. I thought that the fourth goal kind of took our foot off the pedal a little bit. But overall, delighted that we came here and managed to put that performance in and get that result.
You must have been thrilled at half-time, obviously the penalty from James Tavernier, but the 2 goals after that were superb, and overall the performance in the first half was very, very good. I
thought some of our play, some of the way that we controlled tempo, the way that we kept them at arm's length and kept them limited without the ball, and then springing into controlling the ball and spreading the pitch really wide. I thought that was really, really pleasing, and I thought at times we could be a little bit more ruthless and cut through lines a little bit more, but the players dealt with the very, very trying conditions and a difficult evening very well in the first half. And I just had to say to them at half time, well done, put it to bed, it's not done, we go again. And we went again and got another goal, and perhaps then we all collectively took a step back, myself included.
Yeah, if I can ask you about the second and third goals in particular, great finish from Josh Windass after a really good build-up play, and obviously the free kick as well from Sean Goss, which was excellent.
I think I've said to the players, we're managing to take the game away from our opponents with the quality in the final third, and I've said to them that we need to exhibit control in the middle third, we need to be really dominant in our own defensive third, go and do what you can in the attacking third. And I thought some of our play was outstanding. I thought with a little bit of care we could have had more goals, but the goals that we scored, I thought the second goal was fantastic. The timing of it, the weight of the pass, the way that they actually combined was fantastic to see, and I just want to praise those guys for the way that they approached this evening. I said to them it would be really easy to not fancy it and blame the conditions and Celtic have done this and no one expects that, and they didn't. They really, really showed a relentless streak and a professional streak that really pleased me.
Yeah, you must have been pleased to see Alfredo Morelos get his goal. He worked very hard tonight in testing conditions.
He worked very, very hard, and I thought that you saw him closing down from the front, so he was chasing back. Their midfield really never had an easy time of it because he was always harrying them as well. And I think there's more to come from him and from Jason Cummins, who came on. I thought that I wanted to get Daniel off because he's done some unbelievable distances in our games, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get him off, I'm going to give him a break, and I don't think he was very happy. I think he wanted to stay on, which is good for me, but we have a strong bench, we've got people who can come in, and I thought that we have people now that are testing and pushing, but the guys who have the shirt I thought really, really staked a claim to play in the next game and the game after that, because the way they approached the game was first class.
You can see a disappointment in the technical area when you lost the goal, but what does it say about your squad that they're sitting in there in the dressing room slightly disappointed at the end?
I think it's really good. I think they're in a good place. I think that they know how good they can be, and they want to push the standards forward, and they want to drive what we're doing this season, which is good for me. It doesn't have to come from me, it's coming from them. And I actually said to them, would you take him 4-1 at the start? And they all said yes, but they then said, but we need to be better. We can be better and we will be better. Fantastic. That's what I want to hear. But I won't allow them to be down for too long. We'll lift them back up again and get ready for another big game.
Yeah, you're always worried about picking up injuries on a night like this. Did Jimmy Murphy take a wee knock towards the end?
It looks a sore one. We'll look at him and look at what we can do to get him checked out as soon as possible. But obviously it's a little bit too soon to say exactly what it is. We'll check him, we'll rest him down and get him prepped, because I thought again he's had another outstanding game, and he's a player who influences the game in the final third. He holds onto the ball a lot, and he has to expect that people are going to try and be robust with him and put him off his game, but we don't like to see people picking up injuries, and it's a shame for him. We obviously hope it's not too serious.
Fingers crossed, isn't it? We all back?
Yep, back.
Yep.
We are indeed, yep.
All right, Rudy, Mr. Murty's interview for you?
It was a good interview. I'm glad to hear that the players, after winning 4-1 on a tricky night, on a tricky pitch, were sitting disappointed with themselves. You know, I mean, that's a good sign, isn't it? You know, they won the game 4-1, but they think they could have played better and probably think they could have scored more goals. Good sign. So it bodes well for the future for me, to be honest with you. They're gaining in confidence as each game goes by. You know, they're scoring goals, some really good goals as well. It's, you know, some cracking goals getting scored in the last few games. And good interview. You know, he does well. I think that it's like I say, the players really seem to want to play for him. I'm hoping Jamie Murphy though, because he's been key in the way we've played in the last few games. He's been one of the key players, Jamie Murphy. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything about his injury yet. So. But I'm hoping he's going to be all right in the next few days. Maybe he's just a wee bit of soreness there, hopefully. But once again, another tackle puts a Rangers player off the park through injury and nothing happens. I'm fed up watching that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. I think he should actually start to mention it now, because it's an ongoing thing, and the way he just glosses over it, as happy as I am with the way he's running things just now and the way he's going about his business, the way he glosses over it for me just allows them, and if I say them, I mean players for other teams, to get away with this on a regular basis instead of talking out about it. And I think he's got to at some point, depending what happens with Jamie Murphy, obviously, but if he's out for any length of time, then he's got to start mentioning it. So he has, and I know some bears don't want to talk about stuff like that. They don't think they should because it makes it sound too much like them. Well, it's happening way too often for me now, so it is way too often. I think
it's part of the skills of management. If you've got it when you mention it, when you ignore it, when you go gun ho with it, and you maybe you try to get the next advantage, and that's what managers are trying to do. They can't do nothing about the last decision, but they're trying to get the next one.
It's all about the next decision, isn't it? I think it was Travel Rock made a really good suggestion. He said that when they're holding I'm sure it was Travel, when Graham Murphy's having the pressers, they should have a video screen up behind him replaying all these incidents on a loop, so it's there for everybody to see during the presser. Obviously, I don't think they would do that, you know what I mean? But what can I say? If the team keeps playing the way they're playing, then, maybe in the second half of the season. I mean, Lee Wallace is on the verge of coming back, as far as I know. So, depending on what happens with Declan John, at least Lee Wallace will be back, hopefully, and maybe step into that position.
Big Ulster, what about you, Mr. Murray? Quite honest, and he's summing up for the game.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. As Rudy picked up on for me is that, as Martin going in as a manager after a 4-1 victory and the team being down, and you're saying to them, we've done well, our guys, it was a good result, and the team sitting going, but we can do better. We can be better than that, And that's what we want to see. That's a Rangers team for me. Strive for the best, strive for success, and strive for these people know they can play better. These players know they can do better in the last 30 minutes. So for me, that's a mentality that we've been lacking for a long time. And we've heard likes of Mark Warburton and past managers saying the right things at times. But the difference with Mr. Murray is his team's actually doing the business on the park. It's not just sound bites. It's actually coming across in the team.
Yeah, here, apart from... You're spot on, Ulster, but apart from Bridge, talks cheap everywhere he on here. So, so the Bridge with a big contract. But, Bridge, did you like Mr. Murray's interview?
I think the guy's growing. I think I agree with Rudy. And when he does say things that you don't agree with, let's put it that way. I know we're allowed to disagree, but you think to yourself, wait a minute, this is just your opinion here. You're speaking about the Rangers and the Rangers players, and other managers are allowed to say, not necessarily nasty things, they're allowed to say what they see, and they could ask the question. Would like to know what the damage was with that, why the referee never spoke to that player, and that's really quite rightly said. I've said this many times myself. That's three top players that are now injured. 3 top players that are injured, and not one. I tell a lie. When Dorrans got injured, the referee had spoken to the guy. I don't know whether he booked him, but he spoke to him. Maybe say good night or something like that. I don't know else. But seriously, it's something that I would like the manager to do.
We can't blame the referees for the challenges, but what you could say is maybe if they clamp down, maybe the next one or the next one wouldn't happen. But it's how they deal with it after it's happened.
100%.
I
think what we're saying is, in each of these 3 incidents that we're speaking about, 2 in the past and 1 just last night, the referee was right there. It's not as if he was at the other end of the park. He was right there. It was right next to him.
And what about
he just shrugged his shoulders and walked away.
The same referee, the Cardozo incident at the semi-final?
Absolutely. These things are there. They're there for everybody to see. Unfortunately, Cardozo's back and available to play. It was only a week or 2, but some of our players are long-term, and it's a sin. It really is a sin. I would like the manager. I love the way he speaks. I like the way he doesn't cause too much stushy or controversy or anything like that, which suits me fine. but I do like a bit of forthrightness. So somewhere along the line, he needs to be a bit more forthright when it comes to these questions that we would all like answers to. Oops. I just like him. I like him.
You've got a caller on the phone there, mate.
You've got the show on in the background, caller. How we doing, caller?
Hello, it's Donkey here.
How we doing, Donkey? All right,
Donkey.
Mate?
Not bad at all.
What's on your mind, mate?
No, just the team, actually. I mean, I thought the goal that Morelos scored against St Johnstone was unbelievable. I mean, the guy's power for his header. I mean, he's only yards away from the goalkeeper, and the power he found in that just bang right through the net. And it's a big question to Fox and probably Bridgman. This wee guy, in my opinion, is the nearest I've seen to Jimmy Miller.
Oh.
Physique-wise, speed-wise, head-wise, you know, the way he plays football. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, myself, Rudy might remember him, Mount Vernon, Ibrox, Long and Ulster. We'll take a back seat with that one. You started it, Rudy. Bridgman, Jimmy Miller-esque.
Well, Jimmy Miller was a real pugnacious type guy, you know. He was right into everybody's face. He sort of rumbled everybody up, and that's exactly what he means by it. And when you see that young boy playing, I think that young boy's a bit more heavy than Jimmy Miller was.
Oh, aye.
And other than that, Jimmy Miller was fit, could jump, and that boy's got all of these attributes. I don't know if he can fight like Jimmy Miller right now. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he could. He seems to, when he loses his rag a wee bit, or he loses his temper a wee bit, he doesn't actually lash out too much. He actually gets angry at himself, which may be a good thing. But Jimmy Miller would kind of punch you or jump on you the next time he saw you, barge into you. When I'm saying that, I mean at that time, and when Jimmy Miller played, as you know, Donkey, it was legal. You could shoulder charge people. You bumped into people. It was part of the game. Today, you got to watch what you're doing all the time. But that boy, he gives every defender he comes up against a really hard time. It's so protective of the ball, it's no real. But my goodness, to see he lays into them, he shoulder charges them, he gives them the whole lot, and he's got it. He's got some strength in him, a lot of strength. So yeah, he's quite like Jimmy Miller, quite like him. Oh, different colour, of course, but quite like him.
No, Bridge.
No, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't look like him, but he played like him, you know.
Foxy boy.
Well, Jimmy Miller was about 5'5", 5'6", mate, if I remember right. Was he as big as that?
I think very well, aye.
I think he originally came to Rangers. I think it was Dunfermline he came for.
Yep.
Started off as a midfielder. Aye, he was a midfielder.
Aye.
Scott Simon converted him into a striker, I think, didn't he?
Exactly, yeah.
Aye, he's a great player, Jimmy Miller. Very strong in the ground, mate. Very like Morelos, as you say. You couldn't shove him off the ball. Scored a lot of goals, mate, for Rangers. I think he must have played about maybe 150 times for Rangers, maybe even more. I'm just talking in the league or something, mate, you know. Aye, a great player, mate. Scored a lot of goals in the Scottish Cup. I think he held the record until Derek Johnson broke it, I think. I'm not 100% on that.
You're exactly right, yep. You're bang on. Yeah.
I remember Jimmy. Oh, Morelos, if he...
There's a lot of folk like... Sorry, Foxy.
I'm just going to say, Morelos...
Oh, go on.
If Morelos can score as many goals as Jimmy Miller, mate, before he eventually leaves Rangers, mate, I think the fans would be very happy, mate.
Jimmy Miller, 330 games. 330 games, 169. 169
memories
goals.
Not that good then.
169 goals.
Yep.
There was the guy that was taken over from Donkey. It was, I think, Maxie Murray, if my memory serves me right.
Yep.
A lot of the Rangers fans really took to Maxie Murray. Maybe because his name, I don't know. He was a bit taller, I think, more rangy.
He was, aye.
He did score some goals when he started, and Jimmy Miller was just getting to that turn of his career, you know. So a lot of folk kind of not went off him, but moved the allegiances from Jimmy Miller over to Maxi Murray very quickly. But he was a top player for us.
Yeah. I was only my comparison. Like I seen a lot of traits in Morelos that I saw in Jimmy Miller, who was my favourite player, by the way. And I might add, was Walter Smith, favourite player. But he was so.
There you go,
so robust, you know, and he just attacked everything. That was it, you know.
Scott McMillan, Miller, Brandon Wilson. There you go.
There you go.
Absolutely, boy. Absolutely.
Anyway, guys.
Things you bring back memories.
Yep, well, absolutely. I've enjoyed your programme. Take care and carry on. And
you keep phoning in, Donkey, anytime you like, even if you want to just reminisce.
No problem.
All right, mate.
Cheers, Ox. Yeah, bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
I've just had a PM for CC, and he said that Jimmy Miller was a giant playing for Rangers. Fox, I don't know how you take that.
He was as well.
He was a giant. I mean, he also had people. He played late the latter end of his career with the likes of Jim Baxter and that, mate. He get plenty of chances, you know.
No, I think he might have been in height.
He was in. Good teams.
Oh, he would know. He's only a midget anyway. That's easy.
Anyway, the young team can go back in. Rudy.
Evening, Oxshire. Evening, Oxshire.
Evening, lads.
Jimmy Miller. There's one for you to look up, Ibrox.
I'll do, mate. It's a bit of history for me.
He was my dad's favourite player as well. Spoke about him all the time. So did my old fella.
Well, he was people's favourite because he fought. He fought with everybody. He really did. He wouldn't take any nonsense, you know. And big centre halves really booted the centre forwards as much as they could, you know. Tough game then. Tough game.
I'll say for Hig, mate, I think, was it Fox or yourself, Bridgman, that says you don't know if Morales would be the same sort of fighter, mate. Trust me. Me and Morales is a wee scrapper.
No, I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying, like, when he's in the gym, mate, he does all that kickboxing and all that stuff in the gym.
I wouldn't doubt it. Look at this. I mean, look at the size and build of him, you know. I mean, not saying he's a big tall boy or anything. I just mean he's quite heavy, stocky, you know. And my goodness, he's fit as a fiddle. So he's big legs, you know. He's a lot different physique-wise to Jimmy Miller. But Jimmy Miller, rumbustious type of person, and right in there, no problem at all, you know.
A very popular member of that team in the 60s, mate. Very successful team. You know, a true Rangers legend, Fox. Jimmy Miller.
Indeed, mate.
You know. Yeah, no, obviously before my time, but you must have caught the tail end of him, Rudy.
No, really, mate. No. No.
I'll say it again.
Can I just tell you a wee quick story about that?
Aye, on you go, mate.
See that great Rangers team, 63-64, the treble. My old man, I was born that year, so I was. My old man, when I was 18, took me out for a pint. So he did. We had a few beers and stuff. We came back to the house, and he disappeared for a couple of minutes, and he came back and he says, "Here, I got you this as a birthday present, 18th birthday present." And it was a framed photograph of that team for the year I was born, the treble winning team. And I've still got it to this day, man. It takes pride of place in my house, you know what I mean? And always will do. Because my old man gave me it when I was 18, you know what I mean? So, fantastic.
Right. Nice story, mate. Nice story. Yeah. Nice story. Well, you're a lot older than me then. So if you don't mind going on mute, mate, we'll have a tune for your fault.
I love it, by the way.
Well back, lads.
Yep.
Anyway, great point. I can't think of anybody in the modern era that Morales would remind you, because he's quite a unique player. I think that Jimmy Miller is a good comparison, Fox.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Yes. So we move on.
Can I bring up a wee point that you were speaking at the start of the show about double jeopardy, mate?
Aye, on you go, mate.
You know how footballers abuse the rules when there's a change of the rules? So what's to stop the goalkeeper now deliberately pulling down the forward when he knows he's going by him, mate, and then he gets the second bite of the cherry when he faces the spot kick? Do you know what I mean by that, Ox?
I do, mate. I do. I get it, mate. I think what I've done is when there's maybe just a foul, they've changed it so when it's just a foul, so that the defending team only penalise 3 times for the one foul. That's my thoughts. Mount Vernon, you've got any thoughts on that?
I think it's a fair decision, mate. I agree with the principles of the rules, but I can understand why people are going, because the rules previously would have been that the goalkeeper was actually sent off for that. But I think now with the evolution of the rules and they're not getting a double penalised. I think on that instant, as I said earlier in the show, if it was outside the box, she'd have been looking at a straight red for the goalkeeper. But because it was in the box, they give the penalty and then the yellow card for the goalkeeper, which I think for me is fair, because if it was the other foot, I think that'd be a fair decision.
But is that? I mean, that goes against the striker, mate. If the striker's gone past him, and once he's past him, he stroke it into the net, mate. He brings down the striker, he gets a chance to save the spot kick.
I think that's where there is discretion. Yeah. The referee has good discretion.
So would you seeing a Rangers and Celtic game, mate?
I'd have sent a 3-0 for that.
No, but would you not take the risk on the booking and just pull the striker down anyway?
Aye. But what I'm saying is, if he stops him putting in the net, like last night, let's be honest about it, would Morelos have got the ball?
Of course he would, mate. He's a flying machine.
I've got a wee bit here. It says the International Football Association Board has published changes to the law in the game from 2016-17 season. The most notable a letter sending off offences inside the penalty area. It's just basically saying it's only for accidental, and for me last night that was not accidental by their goalkeeper. I thought Bridge brought up pretty well last night when he says that the Morales was getting to that ball, and I think Fox just says it there now as well. Morales has got enough pace and everything else, even if he's been decked, to get back up and still get that ball. So I think that...
Let's see if Old School Blue can put the video of the penalty incident in the lobby for us and we can have a look at it. Is that fair?
Could I just quickly come back on the Ibrox thing there, in terms of the accidental side of things? If you look at it from this point of view, that the goalkeeper has made an attempt to play the ball, okay, he's not actually... The goalkeeper, if you think of it from this point of view, right, the goalkeeper's end goal here is to stop the ball getting in the net, right? The goalkeeper's went to go and catch the ball, right, but he's obviously caught Morelos on the attempt to do that, so then therefore it would still fall under the accidental sort of accidental, if that makes sense. Does that make any sense?
It does a bit, mate. I just think it's pushing an envelope as far as you can with that one for last night.
I think the terminologies needs to be looked at. It's interpretation. The referee thinks that was an accident, therefore accidental means a yellow card, yeah? If he thinks it's intentional, is that right? Can you give him a red card?
It depends on the circumstance. I've got to be honest with you, I'm with Mountain this one. I wasn't shouting for the goal to be sent off. I was happy with the decision. If we get to see it again, we can maybe judge whether we think Morelos is going to get the ball.
No, I understand where you're coming from on that as well.
It's all about opinions, and that's the thing about refereeing.
But say, right, in Touchwood, it doesn't happen. Something like that was to happen to us in the Old Firm game, and our goalkeeper was to be sent off.
I wouldn't be happy.
It's got to be fair all round, and sometimes the referees don't always make it fair because, I don't know. Wouldn't it soon see if it ever happens to your team?
I have to admit, for me, it was a red card all day, and every day for me.
But then did you know about the law change, Bridge?
I'm saying
the rules haven't changed. The rules haven't changed.
The law then, the law changing. Yeah, okay.
You know. Anyway,
the interpretation of it has changed. Yeah?
Aye, they have, mate. I have.
Right, okay, we're going to see something.
As long as we we're getting it, are we? What do you think, Bridge?
Look, what I brought that up for, Ox, it wasn't really to do whether Morelos caught the ball or no. I mean, if he knew he would be sent off if he broke Morelos down, he wouldn't do it, mate. So, I mean, as I say, with every new rule change, mate, the players find a way to gain some advantage out of it. And I think that is an advantage, that if a striker's going by you to score and you pull him down and you're only getting a yellow card for that, means you've got a second bite at the cherry to stop the penalty kick, mate. So he should go off. It's the goalkeeper that's getting two bites at the cherry then, isn't it?
Potentially, mate, and that's the discretionary referee, what he thinks how it's going to end up.
Well, you know what like the referees are in Scotland with us, mate.
I know. I mean, I don't think that was his worst decision last night. I think the Bates one.
No.
The Bates one was shocking.
I think to be... Sorry, on you go, big man, sorry.
So no. I mean, I get where Fox is coming from, because you've got this thing in football. You know yourselves. Sometimes when a player's through, if it's in the middle of the park, you take the foul, and your first reaction is sometimes, you know, as a defending team, you'll go, "That was a really good yellow to take there, wasn't it? It was a good professional foul to do to stop the play." And as Fox sort of argument is, you know, you get goalkeepers to do that. You could be ended up saying, "Well, that was a good foul to do in the box there, because at least we have the chance to save the penalty rather than the ball going in." But the argument is for the ball. People saying that, you know, look at the ball, he wouldn't have got it. But the difference is Morelos took a different touch than what he would have normally done, because he's seen the keeper coming, so he knocked the ball away from himself, so he could obviously take the challenge. So I think he wouldn't have touched the ball the same way if the keeper had been flat out to him the way the keeper did.
And Fox is right. Keepers will do that, maybe gambling about whether they're going to get sent off for a yellow.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Ox. They will.
But the same as strikers. You know. Strikers will gamble putting their leg in there to get brought down, won't they?
I mean, it's all, you know, Ulster's just mentioned there a bit of professional foul in the middle of the park. You know, if players do it all the time. You know, almost every game you'll see players performing that kind of thing, you know, and goalkeepers are no different. If they think there's the opportunity, you know, to stop a striker in the box by bringing him down, you know, and even though it's going to result in a penalty, you know, as Fox says, there's a possibility they could save the penalty. They'll do it. There's no doubting they'll do it. It's the way football is. It's the way players are. You know, I'm a wee bit with Fox on this one, you know. I do think he should have walked. But
absolutely, 100%.
McLean's seen it differently, obviously. Whether another good point that Ulster made there as well was maybe the way Morelos knocked the ball by the keeper. Maybe McLean thought, well, he wasn't getting to that. There's no way even if he get round the keeper, he would have got to that in time. Maybe that's what's came into his mind. So he thought, well, it's not a red, it's a yellow. You know,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I think there's a possibility that's what McLean's been thinking. You know, if you give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe that's what he's been thinking.
It wasn't his first decision last night, was it?
Certainly wasn't. Nah, there was 2 or 3 other. Sorry, Bridge, on you go.
No, I was just going to say that the goalkeeper doing what he did, or even Morelos doing what he did. If the referee thinks that the guy isn't going to get to the ball, you know, the forward isn't going to get the ball, it's no penalty. If he thinks that, okay, the goalkeeper brought him down, but he wasn't getting the ball anyway, so I'll not give him a penalty. He never took a sort of goal scoring opportunity. I think that goalkeeper went in with both feet and legs. He made sure Morelos wasn't going to get past him. That's what I think.
I think the difficult thing here, guys, is that I think there's a lot of disagreement. Unfortunately, the referee has to officiate to to the laws of the game, and the laws of the game state that would have fell within what they call accidental, because he has brought Morelos down, but in doing so he's made a genuine attempt to play the ball, which again has then brought him down accidentally. I think I'm right in saying, I think if for example if there was a shot blocked on the line by a hand of an outfield player, that would then be deemed, I'm almost certain, a red card, because it's deliberate. There's no other reason. It's not accidental. In that instance, it'd be a red card and a penalty. But because of the player attempting to play the ball, whether that's with his hands or with his feet, that then's deemed within the law. This new part of the laws. It's good debate, but unfortunately, it really does fall.
That's subjective as well, though, isn't it? Whether
all refereeing subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Aye, yeah.
Right, let's move on, because we won 4-1. There's a couple of contentious refereeing decisions. That wasn't the worst one for me, by the way. The worst one, what I can't understand, was the Bates one, because that was deliberate. And he's seen it, and
unbelievable.
He should have sent the boy off for being petulant. I mean, he didn't. He wasn't going to kill Big Bates, but what he done should have still been a red card. But we move on, and we look at our team. So, Jamie Murphy, slow burner, first few games, just been so intelligent, so hard working, became a star of our team. Another, I would say, sleek at tackle that got him yesterday, because I think it was one of the ones right in the toe, right in front of the ref again, and we spoke to him and never booked him. But fingers crossed it's no serious. Big Ulster.
Murphy's been a cracking player for us. As you say, slow burner, but that was always going to happen, actually, because he hasn't played many games this season. So it was always going to take him a while to get up to match speed. But you can tell, you see him on the ball, but it's his work off the ball and the runs he makes. You can tell he's played at a higher level. He's been, obviously he started his career in Scotland. He's went down to England. He's learned a lot in the Championship. You can see that in the players that he's been obviously playing with in the Premiership. He's been learning things, and his work off the ball and his work rate helping the defence out as well, invaluable for us. And I think, as I think we've said it 100 times on here, he's brought so much balance to our side. And he's going to be very, very important for this Old Firm game coming up. And I'm fingers and everything else crossed that he'll be fit for that. But as I said, we haven't heard too much news yet. But let's hope, because I think he's a very, very important player for our team.
Here. Ibrox Loyal.
You know how I feel about Jimmy Murphy, mate. As I said the other night, he's vastly turned into one of my favourite Rangers players now. He just get everything, mate. He's got skill. He's got bag loads of pace. He's very tricky when he comes up against our team's defenders. I think he was on before last night. He was on 3 goals in 3 matches as well. Plus the assists and that as well. Adding into his games, he's got it all for me, mate. As I says, I wanted him just before he finished at Motherwell, before he went down south to Sheffield United. But I'm just glad that he went down south now. He's come back up the road a 10 times better player, and we're going to get the benefits of that for the remainder of this season and for the biggest majority of the seasons to come. Because I believe he will be signing for us come the end of the season. So
I think the deal's done, mate. I think the deal's done. Rudy, briefly.
He started off a wee bit quietly and just quietly went about his business, but in the last sort of 3-4 games he certainly came into his own, and he's a pivotal part of how we play now. So hopefully he's nothing major. He's just a wee bit sore, a wee bit of a sore toe, because we really do need him on that side, because he balances out the team really well, with him on the left, and I hope it's nothing major.
Moon?
I think, again, another hammer thrower.
Everything that's wrong with Scottish football, mate.
Yeah.
You summed it up, mate, in one sentence there. It's, guys going about so-called professional football players going about kicking other people. Do you know what I mean? It's just ludicrous. I think if it is a broken toe, I think they can be able to strap it up and just give him an injection. I think it'd probably be light training only. I think it'd be a gamble we'd maybe need to take a certain game in a couple of weeks' time. I think it'd be worth the gamble. Jamie's quality's been absolutely outstanding since he's come in. Initially, just having to maybe get his match sharpness, but he was working hard for the team. His quality's starting to show with the match sharpness coming. So no, Ibrox is right, an integral part, and he's definitely becoming a fan's favourite with his play and his quality, mate.
Yep. Fox?
I watched that a couple of times, the Jamie Murphy one thing. I thought he was a young boy that put the tackle in, mate. I don't think he went in with any malice myself, but he did catch Jamie Murphy. Yeah, I don't know what you think. I thought that compared to the other sending off, mate, when the boy deliberately kicked Bates, I didn't think that the boy went in to hurt Jamie Murphy, to be honest with you. I think it was a kind of late attempt to get the ball, and his foot just caught Jamie Murphy in the air, mate. It wasn't a full-blown boot to the foot, you know what I mean? I think I'd let the guy away with that one, mate. I think it was just a late challenge, mate. But
see the penalty incident. All schools just put it in the thing. I think the referee got that decision right. Watching that replay.
What does he bring him down with, mate? His arm or his leg? He brings him down with his leg, his arm there, mate. Watch his arm coming through that takes Morelos out. So his arm's up there, so it's not a deliberate attempt. Because the ball's on the deck, mate, when Morelos flicks it at him. But his hand's up at the waist of Morelos there, mate, and it's his arm that brings Morelos down there.
No, I'm comfortable with that one. See it differently. Take your blue colour specs off.
That's opinions.
That's how you get big bucks used to, and I don't. Bridgeman on the Jamie Murphy thing.
The injury part when he got injured.
Yeah.
I think it was Sleekett. I get different opinions, of course. I just think it was Sleekett. I think the boy meant it. He went in there to trample on him, to catch him, and he did it. And okay, he's a young lad and so on and so forth, but they do it. That's what they learn. That's part of the learning. The professional fouls, standing at people's feet, is part of the game, you know. And that's what he did. And as far as I'm concerned, they caught him, and the referee he went down, and the referee ran right past it. To my opinion, it's as if it was like watching the Dorans tackle again all over, you know. And the referee just play on. It was like watching the Ryan Jack one all over again. You know, you're there, the referee's just there. Why is he not seeing it? Or does he not bothered? They might see something different. Maybe the guy thought, same as Foxy, it was nothing in it, you know. Just let it go. I don't know. But obviously now you know the guy's injured, and it sounds not it's the worst injury in the whole world, but it's going to cost Rangers. The guy's just hitting top form. Could be a setback for him. Excuse me. Hope not.
Ibrox Loyal. On you go, mate.
I'm a bit like Bridger, mate. He looked pretty sleek all match. A few times I watched him, I think he's a nasty wee sweetie. I'm not saying it was red or anything, but I think it was deliberate.
No, it should have been at least a bit.
It should have been a yellow eye. But I'm on the cups of where I think it was deliberate or no, but he looks like a nasty wee sweetie and one of the players that, because he's done it to our player, as Bridge says, our player's just come on to a bit of form, and if that derails him, you're going to hate the wee guy even more. But I can see that he's young, and I've seen youngsters making stupid challenges before, but you've got to step up when you've made a mistake, and the referee just blatantly blanked it.
All right then. I've received a message. I want to read this out because this young man's a credit to the show, and he happens to be on the panel this evening. I've had a message, and I will read it out because I think it's only right to show what people in Rangers Radio do. A certain Mr. Mount Vernon went out his way last night to get a couple of people tickets who are part of Rangers Radio, Padge and his good wife. I believe he got them particular for Padge's wife. That's the story I'm getting. That's the feedback I'm getting. He stood and waited in the snow outside the Grun up to just before kick-off, covered in snow, to make sure that people got their tickets and get into the Grun safely. So fair play to young Mount, and Mrs. Padge just said you can go out any time you want for dinner, son.
That'd be brilliant, man. No bother, aye. No bother.
Well done.
Yeah, Mount.
Well done.
Just quickly, guys, on that, it was great to meet up with a few of the Rangers Radio boys. Young CC and his good friend Simmy was on the bus as well, and a certain Christine as well, a big fan of the show. I believe a big favourite of Bridgeman in Oxfordshire, I believe. She was on the bus also, so I've said I was going to give a wee shout out. So it was a good turnout by the Rangers Radio lads. And
what bus was that, Mount?
That's the Garrawhall Rangers Supporters Club, mate.
Are they going on Sunday, mate? Are they going to the bus on Sunday?
Bus leaves the Springcroft on the Sunday. Members and non-members are always welcome. You'll get a good welcome for us, mate, and we'll look after you.
I believe Mrs. Padge will be looking for a seat on the bus. That's the information I'm getting.
Mrs. Padge and Mr. Padge are always
No, just Mrs. Padge, mate. That's what Mr. Padge is telling.
All right, aye. Aye, anytime, mate. You're always welcome, and where I can, I always try and help out others with tickets, mate. No problems at all.
All right, fair play to you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Fair play to you, and what comes around goes around, yeah. I hope people remember the day comes that you need a ticket, mate.
Anytime, mate, anytime.
Yeah,
well done, Mount. Proper Rangers way, mate. This is proper order.
Look, we look after our own, don't we? We always look after our own.
Look at Skipper. Nobody's seen him since he was going to the game with Ibrox Loyal.
Poor Skip. He's a snowman now. He's just standing there as a snowman. Still
I know, mate. He's probably that igloo in George Square.
Yeah. Aye, poor Skipper. You'll know that he said they'll not make that mistake again. Fox, they'll not make that mistake again. Anyway, we move on. Look, we've got momentum. We won our next 2 league games. Where's that going to take us, Fox?
Sorry, mate, I was doing something there. Where does it take us?
Aye, next 2 league games. I'm not being greedy. Well, we're going to win the cup on Sunday, if it's on, that is. Let's be honest about it. And then our next 2 league games, we won them. Where are we sitting? How are you feeling? Where's it going to take us? Come on, put it out there.
It'll take us closer to the end of the season, mate. We've not got to win 2 games. We've got to win every game at the end of the season, mate. But
before you win 2, you've got to win the first one, and so on and so forth.
Well, if you're talking specifically about the Rangers Celtic game, mate, at Ibrox, I think we're good enough to beat them, mate.
Right,
quite honestly. I've no doubts about that.
All right. Bridgeman?
Well, much like as Foxy said there, and yourself as well, look, the next couple of games are crucial. The next league game, is absolutely crucial. So if we win that, by the way, all options are open for us. But we will need help from other teams in the league to be able to look forward and say, yeah, we could actually win this league. But if we can keep playing the way we're playing, it gives everybody all the hope. The momentum's running. The players are happy. They're bouncing. They think they can win the games, which is the most important thing. They can get onto that part and believe that they're going to win this game, even halfway through the game. Believe they can win this game, win their battles, win their personal battles on the pitch, and that's what they're doing. And we could. The world's our oyster at the present moment if we can keep it going. But as soon as we sort of drop in obviously they'll get a bit depressed about it, I think, you know. But yeah, it opens up for us. If we win the next 2 games, well, maybe the team across the city, their bottle might go, because it might show that they're not quite as good as they think they are, if you follow me.
Depending on the fixtures, mate, we could be sitting even.
Exactly. Yes, indeed. Absolutely, pal. Absolutely, yes, I agree.
Yeah. Obviously, they'll have games in hand, but where's it take us, Rudy?
Well, it's always getting points. Better to have points on the board, isn't it?
Yeah. Where's it take us, Rudy?
Well, for me, if we can get that close to them by winning, say, the next 2-3 games, if we can get that close to them, Ox, I just want to see how they react to it, because they've not had that for such a long time now. They've not had to deal with that for such a long time, and if we can get that close to them, it could get really interesting. I think I'm already excited about the second half of the season, because I'm watching my team play great football and scoring cracking goals. So I'm already up for the second half of the season. But if we could get that close to them, I'm not sure I'd be able to sleep at night, to be honest with you, you know. I'd be thinking about that helicopter Sunday thing all over again, you know what I mean? And how
they do a night shift special for the insomniacs. Fox and Foot will do it.
How fantastic would that be? But no, just to put that amount of pressure on them, and I think I've gone with Graham Murty's interview that we just heard a wee bit ago there. You know, he's saying the players are sitting in the dressing room after a 4-1 disappointed. They've got confidence now. They've been scoring goals for fun. They're playing well, playing cracking football. They've got some really good players in there that's come in January, and it's working now. Whatever Graham Murty's saying to them in the dressing room at half time and stuff like that, it's working. So for me, to get that close to them, I just want to see how they react, because I'm not so sure that Brendan Rodgers, for a start, would be able to handle that, because he's not had it. You know, he's a hero to everybody in the press in this country, and he's done absolutely nothing really, because he's never had any real pressure. Let's give him some real pressure and see where it takes us, you know, see where it takes us.
Here, pal. Here.
All right, Mount Vernon.
Aye, definitely, mate. I think it's interesting to see. You know, I mean, I think to use a football analogy or a football player's analogy, we've just got to take it one game at a time, Oxford. We've got a vitally important game. Again, I'm going to say it again. The biggest game of your season on Sunday. We've got to get there. Attitude's got to be right. We've got to go out and put a performance on. Then it's the next game. I believe that's against them again. That if we can get through Sunday's game, that will then become the biggest game of your season. Every game from now to the end of the season is a cup final for us, mate, and we've got to show the same attitude. If we show the same attitude and same application, then we're in with a great shout. So we are, mate. And do you know what? Let them deal with their shenanigans. We'll deal with ours. We've got to win the rest. If we can win the rest of your games for the rest of the season, be a tough ask, but if we can do it, then let's see what happens. Let's see where it takes us, because that's all we can do.
All right, mate. Ibrox Loyal then. Big Ulster.
Aye, as I say, mate, it'll take us 2 small but very significant steps towards 55 for me, mate. A bit maybe like Mount. Got to take it in bite-sized chunks each match, and if we can win all them at the end of the season, then it puts the pressure on that mob. And I think they'll collapse long before they get anywhere close to getting another title, because we'll have 55 in the bag.
I hope you're right. Big Ulster.
Well, it'd be great if, first of all, I think you said yourself, if we win our next 2 games, we're sitting top of the league, joint top of the league, with games in hand, which puts pressure on that other team to have to win their games. The pressure's on them. But I'll not be disappointed if we don't win the league this season. I'll not be overly disappointed. You know, I still think we'll have a shot, and I want us to do our best and give them push all the way. But you know, at the end of last season, all I wanted to see this season was just getting a lot closer, and we have done that. That is progression. You know, I accepted that. It's something I don't want to accept anymore. You know, I think we're good enough now. We've got a good squad there. And I think from next season onwards, no matter what happens this season, as in if we catch them or not, from next season onwards, I don't think we should be accepting second place as any sort of achievement. I think it's now time to look up. I know some people have been saying you should never want second, but I think we have to be realistic. The last few seasons only coming up, starting to build from scratch. But I'm saying this next season onwards, I think we really need to be putting the pressure on to start winning titles again. I think we can do that, but there's still a small window of opportunity. We've got a really drive behind us at the minute. We're playing really good football. We've got the momentum, which no other team has been able to sort of get momentum this season at all. So we're starting to get it at the perfect time. So you never know what can happen. Just keep believing, and we might just get that title at the end of the season.
I hope so, mate. I hope so. Look, we're just going to touch on this briefly in the next few minutes. Obviously, we've no time to really digest it, but a couple of things happened behind the scenes at the club. Obviously, the King case, Bridgeman, and obviously the Ahmed and Green decision came out today. Bridgeman, are you typing? Who's typing? Go mute, please. Right, on mute. I don't know. We'll maybe part that for tomorrow night if that's all right with everybody, and we can have a look. So we're all.
What are you going to part for tomorrow night?
The King story and the Ahmed and Green, Green story. Yeah.
Okay, but right.
All right.
We'll leave it for tomorrow.
We're going to have to discuss them at some point. You know, even if it's only briefly. Anybody get any views on it before we move on?
No, I think we'll leave it to tomorrow night, mate, because it could be a thing that everybody or people that are maybe not on the panel tonight, but maybe want to come on tomorrow night. It might be easier.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Ahmed and Green thing was coming, but I knew the King thing was coming, and that's no surprise to me. Fox, was it a surprise to you?
No, to me it just shows that crime does pay, mate.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly, Barry. My thoughts exactly, Fox.
Probably they did go right to the knuckle on what they were doing, but mate, there was a lot of money took out of our club, mate, and nobody wants to take responsibility for where it went to, mate.
Millions and millions, tens of millions.
And I think that the courts haven't done a good job, mate. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think the courts have been given the evidence.
Yeah, usually with these things you've got to have a whistleblower, Fox. That's the trouble.
Aye.
I think they covered the track very well. Very, very well.
Maybe get cheating beaten. He's a good whistleblower, isn't he?
Aye.
Just quickly, guys.
Ask you a question. Sorry, I've just asked you a question. How can it be that the Glasgow Rangers have a share issue? There's money pumped in, loads of season ticket money going in, two seasons worth of season ticket money, and the before we know it, we're nearly in the grubber again, and all of a sudden there is not one brown copper coin at the club. No, that's not right. I don't care what anyone says.
In space of 2 seasons, Bridge, you were talking somewhere in the region about 70 million. That was an utter disgrace. So
what I heard was it was closer to £90 million with it. Close to £90 million with the club. That's what I heard.
Shocking.
Can I just quickly say, I think again, this is only this isn't my own personal view. This is what I've heard in terms of social media and other outlets, and this is no reflection on Rangers Radio. This, a lot of the police investigation and the sort of investigation by the authorities, tax authorities, and other financial authorities, was basically some of the evidence was basically that was going to convict these type of people. Basically, was inadmissible because of the way in which the authorities had obtained those evidence.
There had to be a lot of it because they did have the right warrant.
And I think that's what has to be said, guys. I think let's be frank and honest. There's a big discussion on it. I'm sure we'll get that discussion, guys. But I think that's the key issue for me, is that the people who should be upholding and protecting the law in this country and protecting people had let us, the fans, down again. And I think I'll just leave it there until we have the discussion, maybe next couple of nights, Locksteer.
Yeah, we'll see what it takes. It's not something I'm too personally too keen to get involved in discussing, but I don't think we can shy away from it, if that makes sense, because it's part of the tapestry. It makes the club really better, isn't it?
Aye, unfortunately. Maesties feel pretty angry about it, don't we?
We don't sweep anything under the carpet, do we?
No, aye, well said, Ox, well said, unlike others. No, it's something that still makes us pretty angry. You know, these parasites that sort of got involved with our club, the club that we've all supported since we were kids, you know what I mean, the club that we all love. Badly done by you, and I couldn't have put it any better than Mount. Just put it there, you know, without getting into detail on it, I couldn't have put it any better than Mount did. Well said, Mount. I fully agree with you 100%, mate.
All right.
Could I just ask a footballing? Just can you maybe, if it's all right, Oxford, just to maybe ask a footballing question on?
It depends, because we've got something to play. Just go on, you go.
I was just thinking there, and I was the boy Gosh. How important will it be for us to make a permanent signing?
Oh, I'd love that, man. I'd love it.
How important is that going to be for us, do you think, going forward?
We'll just go around the panel quickly. Yes or no? Gosh, permanent signing. Ibrox loyal?
Yes.
Bridgeman?
100%.
Fox?
100%.
Mount?
Yes.
Rudy?
Absolutely.
Ulster?
Yes. Ulster says yes.
Ulster says yes.
Finally.
And it's a yes for me, mate. So that tells you everything you need to know about the way the boys playing this stuff. All right? Listen, lads, if you don't mind going on mute, Fox is going to take us a walk down memory lane.
Into the last minute of stoppage time. Kevin Thompson's corner. It's Bagheera! Borat stops it. Boyd! Edu has put it in! Maurice Edu! Right at the end! And Rangers take a giant leap towards back-to-back titles! The definitive better late than never goal from Maurice Edu!
Yeah, I think we've just seen the goal that's won a championship here. All comes to get it. Back post. Lovely touch in his chest. Boris does reasonably well. Boyd should have scored. And Edu certainly wasn't going to miss from 2 yards. Boris saw it late. He couldn't take it into his body. And Maurice Edu gets an absolute gift. And one that should be enough to get Rangers over the championship finishing line.
This very day that happened. Are we all back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a way to beat them, first and foremost. Last kick in the ball. No coming back. 2010, it's hard to believe. Where's the time went? And the Rangers team that day was McGregor, Weir, Papach, Whittaker, Bagheera, McCulloch, Davis, my mate Kevin Thompson, Chris Boyd, Kenny Miller, and Kel Lafferty. The substitutes that came on were the one and only Maurice Edu, 26 minutes, and Nacho Novo. Memories Bridge.
Well, you've heard me saying in this wee radio station of ours, that's probably one of the most exciting moments that any Rangers fan has ever lived through, was that goal. The tension, everything about it, and the relief was just unbelievable. The Copeland Road must have melted when that ball went in. It was one of the most exciting moments ever in any football match, but particularly an Old Firm game. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And you know, like the Tam Forsyth shot was about 10, 15 yards, or maybe 100 yards away, but really and truly, that just couldn't get better. The ball was bouncing about and all of a sudden hit the net. My God. Euphoric I was. Euphoric. She had to pull me off the ceiling, you know, that kind of great stuff. Just fabulous. That's my memory of it. One of the best moments ever. You there?
Fuck.
Nina Bridgman.
I think Thoughts have to pop out, Oxshire, I think.
All right. Yeah. Yourself then, Mount, memories?
Ended up 4 or 5 O's done for where I should have been. I just what I don't know. I mean, it felt like forever, and that ball was pink. It was like pinball in that box, so and just what a what a
bit of skill for Big Bagheera as well, if my memory serves me right.
Do you know something, Oxshare? They're the type of goals you remember for the rest of your life, if that makes any sense. It's a classic Rangers goal, you know what I mean? And I think that one is a league that year, if I'm being really honest.
No, we went that far away. That was it done. Because obviously, that's a massive. It's not just it's 2 more points for us, 1 less for them, and you move on. You know.
Aye, definitely. Mate.
You know, if we can get the same result a week on Sunday, Rudy Bert.
I'll take that every day of the week, to be honest. A last minute winner. A couple of weeks back when you were doing your top 5 Rangers goals thing, I picked that as my number 1, you know, for a very special reason. And I've mentioned it before on here, you know, my big mate, you know, East Enclosure, top of the East, a couple of rows for the top of the East Enclosure. And the two actually had their arms wrapped around each other shouting, you know what I mean, each other before the ball even hit the back of the net. And the next thing I know, we're at Light Mount, we're about 5 or 6 rows down, you know, and the place was just gone berserk. It was a very, very special goal, and as Mount says, it's one of the goals that you'll remember for the rest of your life if you're there. The noise in Ibrox was just unbelievable, you know. I looked there at the Tims and it was just deadly silent, and the rest of us, you know, the other 3 stands was just gone berserk. It was an absolutely beautiful day in the Rangers' history. I think it took us 7 points clear, if I remember right. But anyway, fantastic goal, man. I've got wonderful memories of that day. Me and my big mate had a few pints walking back into the town, and then had a few in the town that night. Don't remember much about the rest of the night, to be honest.
Just quickly on that, I don't think I've ever seen the Broomloan get out that quick, by the way, since after that goal. I'm telling you, man, no even us can get out that quick near the weekend.
What a fantastic goal. And Maurice Eddie will always be remembered for that goal.
He will be, mate, he will be.
Absolutely.
Ibrox loyal.
Aye, absolutely fantastic, mate. I think it was a good friend of the show and a good friend of yourself, Ox, that started the ball rolling. He got it to Big Bagheera. Nice wee bit of work for him. And see to beat them in the last minute of a game, mate, and it's only 1-0. It's all the more sweeter because it hurts them a lot more. And that's a great thing about it. I think there was another game I can remember as well, or something like that. I think it was, God rest his soul, Big Ugo Ekiog as well. He got an overheader against him as well when it was a 1-0 win, mate. And it's always more sweeter for me when it's just that goal, because you know it really sticks in their craw, mate, and that's what makes it all the more sweeter for me. But no, absolutely fantastic, mate. And if we do anything like that on Sunday, and it's another 1-0, and it's in the 92nd minute with the 2 minutes added on, and it's Jamie Murphy that pops up with a winner, I'm going to be over the moon for years and years to come, mate.
Big Ulster.
Well, a bit like Rudy there, I had picked that goal as well. For the reasons was that me and my brother, it was the first time me and him had been to Ibrox for an Old Firm game together. And it was just a fantastic game because Robbie Keane, you know, the big, great hope was coming and he was going to destroy us, you know. Yeah, Big Thompson put him out first couple of minutes, I think. And Brian got sent off. It was great. And then obviously the goal at the end. And we seen, you know, Walter was going mental. Everybody was going mental. And me and my brother were hugging it out and bouncing about. And then my brother pointed over it, just as Mike said there. He was, by the time we'd stopped, sort of got ourselves together, brother's like, look over. And all of a sudden, we had it gone. Didn't even see them going. You know what I mean? Because it's too busy celebrating. But what a day. That was fantastic. I was actually on the boat that day, and the boat was rocking the way home. So what a great memory. Can't believe it was that long ago, to be honest. Crazy.
Time goes by so quickly, doesn't it, Bridgeman? Oh, Bridgeman.
It does that, buddy. It does that.
8 years ago, mate. 8 years ago, you know.
But it was just a wonderful experience for virtually every Rangers fan that's ever watched this to see that. And I'm not saying the game wasn't an incident, you know, it didn't have an incident free. It was lots and lots of incidents, but it wasn't it was nothing like the rush you got when that goal went in. It was just fantastic. I mean, the smiles on the players' faces is just out of this world. And of course, their end just emptied. Admittedly, it was only a few minutes to go, so but it was just wonderful. What a fantastic feeling! It's great. We had a few like that. We've had a few last-minute draws. We've got which is, shall we say, it's as good as a win on that day, to claw things back. But that was great on this day. Fantastic. He'll forever be remembered by me anyway, that's for sure.
Aye, me as well, Big Edu. I think he's still actually playing. He's playing there at Philadelphia Union there in the States. So he's still obviously got the talent and the vision to still be playing. So fair play to him.
A great athlete, wasn't he? Really, he really was. Boris Edu and the boy Rayner.
I miss him. Aye.
My goodness, aye. We've had some good Americans playing for us.
Boris Edu, yeah. That's it. 125 games, 104 starts. 21 as subs. 12 goals, 18 yellow cards and 1 red.
Did they say who the red was against, mate? Was it in the league or was it a European match?
It was against Inverness Cali. We won 2-0 away. The year later, 2011, yeah.
Okay.
Signed for Toronto FC. And made his debut as a 22-year-old. So he'll be a player that'll be remembered forever for that goal.
Yeah, in football, mate.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
It was just great times, mate, great memories. It's just, I mean, when you think about it, I think you mentioned it earlier, just the history and the events that our club has been through, for good and, bad, but, it's been more good than it's been bad, and some of these games, and do you know what, guys, these days are coming back. They're coming back, and do you know what? See this wee spell we're having now that we're playing well, and I tell you, man, if we keep this going and we keep going where we're going, they're going to need to build and tap at Ibrox. They really are. It's just going to be, as Bridgeman says, just keep it going. Just keep it going.
And that team had some good players in it that day. Stephen Davis, Magic McGregor in goal. Kevin Thompson. Injuries curtailed his career. And what a young man he's turned out to be. I know he was on the show and we talked to him, but he's exactly what it says in the tin, Kevin Thompson,
100%,
well, he's now coaching at Rangers, isn't he? And that's the kind of player, as far as I'm concerned, we want at Rangers.
And he's got plenty of time for the fans as well, mate, because I've seen him multiple times, mate, storing for a good while, talking to fans. Never walks by a fan without storing and talking to him, so fair play to him, mate. Fair play.
Gentleman. And was an absolute gentleman to talk to, mate, even before and after we'd done the interview, mate, came across as a real down-to-earth and decent bloke. But great team. Davy Weir, part of that team. Bagheera. They were a good partnership, Bagheera.
I loved Big Magic McGregor. I just see the 40s up the park. I mean, he must have gave Walter a heart attack sometimes, bombing up the park. But I tell you what a player though. He gave his all, didn't he, Big Magic? I loved him.
He had the skills to pay the bills, mate. He had the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah.
By the way, he was some size, yeah, boy, wasn't he?
Broad, mate, broad.
Good player, mate. Real good player. Wow. Real good player.
Imagine
good
him
quality.
running at you. You get, dear. Keep him away from me.
Where did we get him from, Oxford? I'll give you a minute. I'll have a wee look.
His thing, mate, as well, mate. Just when I look back, he just recently retired for playing international football, still with Algeria. Because I remember him was at the last World Cup. They came up against England. Aye.
We got him for Charlton, I believe, eh?
Charlton, that's right. Charlton Athletic, of course.
Aye.
Couldn't remember where we got him for, like.
Charlton. came over to played a team called Guillon in France, and then went to Crewe on loan, and then signed with Sheffield Wednesday, Charlton, then with Rangers. 71 appearances for Rangers, 3 goals, 70 caps for Algeria as well. French-born Algerian.
If it's wiki, that's league appearances. He made 113 appearances.
Oh, beg pardon. Right, okay. Right.
Aye, that's league appearances. Wikipedia only really gives you the league.
Right.
113, 1 as a sub.
Right.
5 goals, 27 yellow cards and 4 reds. Made his debut against Falkirk, aged 25. And who's his red cards against? Malmo away.
I remember that one.
I remember that, yeah.
And Celtic away, Scottish Cup replay. That was 2 of his last red cards. But a real good, a real skillful centre half, Bridgeman. Last word to you on him.
I loved him. I thought he was magic. A lot of skills. I mean, we didn't appreciate what he could do, but he was fearless. He was absolutely fearless, and he didn't take fools lightly. On the park there, he would go for you, as you saw with what do you call him, the Irish fella Keane. I mean, he must have done him about 3 times. It was funny.
Well, that was Thompson. Magic Bagheera we're talking about.
I'm talking about Bagheera.
Right.
Did him as well. He caught him a couple of times as well. I loved it. He was no fool, Bagheera. I remember vividly. He was trying to get the referee to take the yellow card back and put it in his pocket or something. Or was it the red card? I can't remember which. He'd put that back, you know. The players were trying to pull him away from the ref. I thought he was going to gub the ref, you know. I'm in there.
I think it was a yellow, mate. I think I remember that. I think it was a yellow.
You know,
anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening, and it's time for shout-outs, so it's Ibrox Loyal.
Aye, just another fantastic show. Some trips down memory lane again. Absolutely love that. Just hopefully the weather improves and we get the cup game going ahead on Sunday. So a big shout out to our manager, Mr. Murty, and the squad. Thanks for last night and continue on to Sunday.
Ulster?
Yes, as a shout out to everyone who's been listening. We're all getting excited seeing a Rangers side starting to do the business, so hopefully we keep that going forward.
Rudy Bear?
Aye, to Mr. Murty and the team. Good performance the other night. Keep it going. Keep playing good football. And we'll keep backing you. Keep scoring the goals. Yeah, I know the squad. Shout out to Maurice Edu for giving me one of the best memories I'll ever have as a Rangers supporter.
Well said. Mount Vernon?
Can I give a big shout out to all the travelling bears who broached all the way up to
here, mate. Here.
To Perth. It was, I can tell you, it was bloody cold. And also just give a big shout out to all the lads travelling now, and just safe journey, guys. Tomorrow it's going to be treacherous out there, so safe journey to everybody. All the bears out there, no surrender.
Fox is having a duvet day.
No, I'm just back for checking my trap line, mate. I've no got it.
You can't
he's trap line. Some people call it trap line, some people call it Tinder. Fox, give us a shout out.
Good night, thanks for listening.
Bridgeman?
Oh, okay, so I'd like to echo everybody's shout outs, and particularly the one for Maurice Edu. As the guy said, one of the finest memories anybody could ever have. What a vision, seeing that boy putting that ball in the net and looking up at the Copeland rear, unbuilt Copeland Road stands, fantastic. And all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, be proud of our Rangers. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers because we need it. Keep it going.
Yep, this has been Rangers Radio. Can I thank everybody that's joined the panel? Ibrox Loyal, Bridgeman, Fox, Mount Vernon, Rudy Bear and Big Ulster. Can I thank Denver and Donkey for phoning in. Always good to hear from both the gentlemen. Everybody that's took part in the lobby, an absolute pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Fox.